Hi, I'm Karli, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review on the action thriller I Am Legend, directed by Francis Lawrence and starring Will Smith, Alice Braga, and Dash Myhawk. I Am Legend is a post-apocalyptic science fiction horror film revolving around a deadly twist of a cancer cure. When the cure itself causes an even more outrageous disease than cancer, 90% of the human population is dead, and the remaining survivors are overrun and evolved into flesh-eating creatures. Will Smith plays virologist Robert Neville in this action-packed film, who also happens to be immune to the disease. While it appears that he's the only human left on Earth, along with his canine friend Sam, he works to create a remedy while fighting off these mutant creatures, also known as Darkseekers. When Neville is in need of a rescue, Alice Braga, playing an immune Anna, rescues him and brings him home with the help of her also immune son. But the Darkseekers are much smarter than they appear, and break into the guarded home Neville has lived in the last 3 years since the apocalypse. With death banging on their door and barging into the home, Robert, Anna, and her son Ethan hide in the basement, with the mutants stalking towards them. Here they are faced with the situation of life and death, and Robert has two things in mind. 1, give Anna the cure and help her get out safely. 2, kill the Darkseekers inside. Basically what happens is in 2009, Dr. Alice Crippen creates a miracle cure for cancer using a genetically engineered mutation of a measles virus.
Well, the premise is quite simple. Take something designed by nature and reprogram it to make it work for the body rather than against it.
You're talking about a virus?
Indeed, yes, in this case the measles virus, which has been engineered at a genetic level to be helpful rather than harmful.
And how many people have you treated so far?
Well, we've had 10,009 clinical trials in humans so far.
And how many are cancer-free?
10,009.
So you have actually cured cancer?
Yes.
However, the vaccine containing the virus mutates into an even more lethal strain, spreading by contact and then becoming airborne, killing 90% of the human population. Most of the survivors mutate into cannibalistic creatures, killing off any survivors as it seems. This topic relates to real life because it's absolutely possible, considering we create new vaccines using mutations of viruses all the time. The chickenpox vaccine as well as the flu vaccine both contain mutations of the original virus, making this pandemic possible. There are a few things that make this film controversial. Popular Mechanics magazine published an article on December 14, 2007, addressing some of the scientific issues raised by the film. 1, the rate of deterioration of urban structures and survival of plant and animal life. 2, the possibility of a retrovirus spreading out of control as depicted in the film. A retrovirus is a virus that replicates through reverse transcription. The measles virus depicted in the film, however, is not a retrovirus, but is in fact a part of the paramyxovirus family. And 3, the destruction of the Brooklyn Bridge. Most people argue that if the bridge were to collapse, it would be the whole thing, not just the center. There's also an argument that since the disease couldn't infect wild animals, how is it possible it could infect dogs? Most diseases/viruses humans can contract are usually not able to be spread to dogs. If this movie were real, I would be greatly affected, if not blessed with immunity to the virus. Not only that, but being only 14 years old, if I were to be immune and my family not, I would have slim chances of survival considering my age and my ability to fight anything off. I think in a situation like this, I wouldn't know what to do, especially if I lost my family to the disease. But if I were able to think properly and survive on my own, I think I may do just fine considering I live in a considerably small town. It may take a lot of adjustment and preparedness on my part, but I think with the right mindset, it would be possible for me to survive. This movie is one of my favorites. I absolutely love the action and the horror. This movie keeps me on the edge of my seat all times and still makes me jump today, even though I've seen it at least 100 times. If I could change anything about the movie, I would change the ending. However, the filmmakers had the same idea and created a 2-disc DVD set with an included alternate ending. This movie in general was actually pretty creepy, and it's a little horrifying to even think of something like this biologically happening to our home. Like, what if...
Fred, if you're real, you better tell me right now! If you're real, you better tell me right now!
interested me the most was how the human survivors mutated into these flesh-eating mutants. They still have a strong mindset, heartbeat, blood pressure, and just everything is heightened, including their senses. They're a genetically modified catastrophe, accidentally created without purpose. I would recommend this movie to anybody who enjoys some intense action and crazy apocalypse drama. Even a little romance for those lovebirds out there. But overall, it's just a really good movie, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Thanks, bye!